Hi everyone, this is Richard Kerr from Never Been Told. This is a show about builders, creators, risk takers, and underdogs from Southeast Asia. Real stories to get you inspired and get you to know what's happening in the region. So today I have the co-founder of DayPass Asia, Andrew Anthony, for the show today. Andrew, welcome to the show.
Morning, Richard. Thank you for having me.
Yes. So, Andrew, I believe the startup that you're building called DayPass Asia, it's already gaining traction in the market. But for those who doesn't know about DayPass Asia, how would you tell that to people, and how would you actually introduce yourself?
Well, let's answer one at a time, right? So, DayPass Asia, you are said rightfully right. We are gaining traction. We are getting questions. What is it all about? And people are curious because we've been quite active in sharing informations about it. In a very simple line, what is DayPass is all about? It's a lifestyle enabler. What we're trying to do and what we're trying to create is an area where businesses and users
Yep.
can meet in one marketplace. For instance, the world is evolving into AI, the world is evolving into technology. And I think there's a lot of day-to-day businesses, day-to-day activities by a business or an individual is still lacking of this platform. So we thought, believe it or not, 5 years ago, something is needed, even before AI was there or technology into it.
Right.
So we decided and we thought, as a group of friends, we sat down and thought, why don't we create a platform where we create an opportunity for businesses, SMEs particularly, and day-to-day users to meet in one platform under one membership without getting stuck into long-term contracts with other other businesses or
Yep.
other membership alike and so on. It's a single platform that can connect user to 6 different main lifestyle challenges. Number one is fitness, wellness, beauty, and the other 3 is basically auto care, your car washers and everything. Pet care, where you can get your dogs and cats groomed, or any other animals you have, pets. And lastly is facilities booking, where you can book a swimming pool,
Nice.
futsal courts, badminton court, and now most recently pickleballs and everything and so on. If you ask me how do we get the idea, it's quite
Yep.
straightforward, and we chat about it more
Okay.
in a bit, yeah.
How about you, yourself as a person?
Well, I'm always been in the health and fitness industry for over 22 years,
Yeah.
and you probably will be able to guess my age after. So over 22 years I'm in the
Okay.
health and fitness industry. I worked with some of the biggest fitness brands in the world,
Okay.
and I worked half across the world. I've worked in easily 15 countries in this
Wow.
business and everything, to Asia, to Middle East, and also up north to Asia, North Asia, and everything and so on. So my role has got me into evolving and meeting a lot of day-to-day people, day-to-day challenges and everything and so on. So for over 22 years, I've been selling membership, convincing people, letting them know what is lifestyle is all about. One thing that I learned and what directed me to found DayPass is co-found DayPass is obviously the amount of no's we get for people to take up a membership. So the reason is strong why we should create a platform for more people than just a small group of people. Hence where DayPass came to.
I see.
That's our
So,
idea.
has it always been in fitness industry?
Well, I worked in fitness and hospitality.
Okay.
Right, hospitality. I look after hotels and also
Yep.
certain retail business and everything. So that's pretty much it. And I'm also into franchising models, where we work and help to grow franchise businesses in here and there. But primarily, everything got to do with operations and day-to-day activities. So, and that's where more people interactions and also customer service. That's where my background is mainly from.
Okay. So you briefly mentioned about a bit of your career, but one way, is there something in your life that probably most people don't know, but shape who you are today?
Well, it's a very interesting story. How I would have started all this journey was all by accident, to be honest.
It's always by accident.
It's always
Actually,
by
it's always
accident,
by
yeah.
accident.
I mean, it's sound very cliche, but that's the truth, right? I mean, when you bump into accident, a certain event in your life that changed the whole direction of your life and
Yes.
everything and so on. Well, it's very strangely, when I was 17, 18 years old, I wanted to go into further studies in terms of I want to take an accounting course or commerce course, and
Okay.
I'm always into enterprising and everything.
Yeah.
To go back a little further, at the age of 16, me and a good friend of mine, I like to mention his name, Sanjay. We both decided, we read a book called Rich Dad Poor Dad by
Okay.
Robert Kiyosaki. And then we were 16 years old, Form 4, not even done our SPM yet or even got there yet. We read the book and we thought, you know what? We should be millionaires by the age of 18. So one of the ways we thought of work in a part-time job overnight after school
Okay.
and sell burgers, Ramly Burger by the
Wow.
roadside.
The
So
best, the best burger in the world.
yeah, to be honest, yeah. I mean, we worked in a very famous American burger joint,
I
and then we
see.
thought, let's sell Burger Ramly to make ends meet.
Okay.
And we were so convinced we will be millionaires by the age of 18, which we did everything again, but obviously we fall flat of not achieving that. And then we came into then my life turned into a very interesting changeover when I got selected for the National Service, Malaysia.
Okay.
All right. One of the very early batch, one of the
Yeah.
first starting batch and so on. So everything stopped and downhill. When I came back, my whole direction of life has changed. And I got a little bit more disciplined and I decided, let's go and try and work first to make money. Because I got excited with the 300 ringgit I got from the government. I felt like I could buy everything and so on. So I started the journey. Long story short, I applied to the company called Fitness First, right?
Fitness First.
I
okay.
applied with them and I didn't expect me to get an interview call.
Wow.
So I went for an interview. Actually, I just accompanied my sister for the interview.
She also went for the interview.
She went for an
Oh,
interview.
okay.
She applied for it, then I drove that time. So she said, why don't you drive me? I said, okay, why not? So it's not my car, I borrowed a friend's car. So I drove and went there. And I attended the interview and I got the job, she didn't.
Oh no.
So I got exposed to sales. That's when actually I got exposed to sales. But I was always into being rich and want to be rich and everything and so on. Then I got exposed to Fitness First, selling membership, and I saw a lot of opportunities to meet people. So the best example I'll see is every day I meet at least 5 to 6 different individuals, characters, behaviors, and everything. As a young 18, 19 years old boy, I learned a lot with adults. And some people just come and tell you interesting story why they want to start a gym and why they don't want to start a gym.
Yeah.
And then you have some nasty bosses who makes you to do more than you should. So a lot of that is a challenge. So that's what I learned. To answer back your question, what changed me is the people that I meet, the every walks of opportunity I got to share people's experience in life has changed me to keep trying. And there's always something better out there if you take your chances.
Yeah.
So as young as 16 years old, all the way to now, we always pivoted. And COVID, like everybody, it also gave me a big jump scare on something we started. In fact, we started our own fitness brand. Things was going very well and everything. And then COVID hit.
Then everything stopped.
Everything stopped. At one stage, we had, not just me, right? We had a good growth. We had some good traction in growth. And we had some good locations. But obviously, it didn't work well. We had to shut it down. And that was a big setback for us. So that's one thing that if you want to know, I have fallen down so many times. Many times. I mean, I'm sure I shared with you some stories before too. A lot of falling down that what keep me going. And I know even if you fall down many times, you can keep walking ahead. And that's what brought me to pivoting into DayPass, which we speak more.
Yes.
It's how we started it and where is it now is completely different how we started.
Got it.
We want to capture and give everybody an opportunity.
So I can say that everything that we do in life, if you want to win, you have to actually lose many, many times.
Oh, 100%.
Right? So I think that's the only
100%.
way. That's the surest path if you want to get there. So,
Failure is the next step to success.
Yes.
Because this is my own personal perspective, right? It's what you fail, you know that you're getting next to the next. You know what to do right next.
It gives you clarity on what's next,
Correct.
how to move forward.
Agree.
Okay. Then, of course, we briefly mentioned about DayPass Asia, but what was that moment that you think that this is going to be something big?
Well, there was obviously many instances that things happen, but one thing I can clearly tell you what made us to decide to bring this up in life and so on. Like I said, I've been selling fitness membership since I was 18, 19 years old, and there's more no's I got than a yes in my life.
Rejections.
Yeah. for people to buy memberships and everything and so on. But I always believed in this, and I not believed, I always know nobody walked into a store not interested. For example, if you walk in, you walk into Mid Valley, you're not going into every store.
True.
You only walk into a store that interests you to get something if you like it, if it fits your budget, or if it fits whatever you need. So everybody who said yes to come and meet me in the gym, made an appointment, or even walked into the gym, they all had an interest to change their lifestyle or had an interest to do something better for themselves. The sad thing is we had a lot of no's simply because people couldn't either afford it or they couldn't get a tie down with it. They don't want to get into a commitment with it, or they don't see it's an urgent and important thing. It's an important thing, but it's not an urgent and important quadrant, for example. So this has always brewed into my head, how can we fix this? Another example is we go for corporate presentations in big companies and everything and so on. The company willing to pay for the staff, I mean, this is 20 years ago. Now even more company willing to give you employee wellness program, which is, we'll speak about it more. But even the company wants to pay for it, a full membership. There's one company, I don't want to mention name, there's 3,000 staffs.
Wow.
Not many companies in India, 3,000 staff, so you know how big is it. There's 3,000 staff. They're willing to subsidize the whole membership for them. People showed up, they took the free food and had a chat, they get themselves tested. Can you guess how many people actually took up the membership? It's actually paid by the company.
Very few, I guess.
If you like, do you mind giving me a number out of 3,000?
50?
All right, 3.
3.
Yeah.
3.
3 people.
Crazy.
This is because, it's not because they can't afford it. They don't see a long-term value in it.
Okay.
Number one, it's not convenient. Many reasons. It's not convenient, it's not near home, or it's not near office, or they don't see themselves going to the gym all the time and so on. So it was then I thought, what can we make people more excited to change their lifestyle? This is 18, 19 years ago, and obviously towards the cause of it. And then there's an American company called ClassPass.
Okay.
And there's also a European company called GymPass. What they did is similar to what Grab does or Fave does or Groupon used to do before and so on.
During the early days,
Sorry?
During the early days.
During the early days, where what they're trying to do is they bring the businesses to customers. Means they create a platform and they invite vendors or merchants, different company calls them differently, or partners, to come and list their businesses in their platform, and they sell one membership. For example, WellHub, GymPass, and also ClassPass, what they used to do is they partner with studios.
Okay.
I mean, now defunct OneFit2. What they did is they worked with fitness companies. Everything to do with fitness, and some of them to extend beauty and aesthetics too.
Yeah, this was news a couple of months ago.
Oh yeah, so huge news. And it's strange enough, people starting to think what we do different. People also start to realize why DayPass is a safer option. We can chat more about that later.
Okay.
Then I thought, again, another company is creating only fitness related. But here's the truth. How can we capitalize the market? Then go back to my root of Robert Kiyosaki's book, Rich Dad Poor Dad. How can we take advantage or create an opportunity to everyone? Then me and a couple of friends sit down and thought, why don't we not just focus on fitness? And we give everything as a holistic approach, an ecosystem. And we give everybody an opportunity, because we thought even the company is paying for it, people not taking it up because they don't find, somehow they don't find the importance of it. Then we thought, why don't we create a lifestyle package using one membership, can access many different services. At least people get themselves moving, create a habit, create an opportunity to change a different set of examples or experience with themselves. That's when we started with DayPass idea. DayPass actually born with just 4 pillars: fitness, wellness, beauty, and facility booking. These were the first 4, because we thought we get all the sports and fitness into it, because there's a huge group of people play sports. Malaysia gym, when we started, Malaysia gym penetration is less than 1%.
That low? Huh?
Very low. It's still low. But thanks to a lot of gyms and more lifestyle things, more people are getting active and everything. And still people are very afraid of getting themselves stuck into a gym and kind of thing and so on. So then we thought, let's do 4. as we building, then COVID came and this, and then we start pivoting and thinking, what can we do better and how can we gather more audience? Instead of just grabbing more people to use DayPass,
Yep.
its idea is how we can bring DayPass as a solution enabler to everybody. Instead of just signing up for a gym or a beauty packages,
Yep.
you sign up with DayPass, you get to use all this. Then we thought there's also a lot of younger generation people are more into pets, and there's no chance of finding a car wash in an app.
Yeah.
But everybody washes car. Malaysian, in each household, at least 2 or 3 cars are there. You wash at least once a month. Worst case, I wash 3 times a week, a month, my car.
Three times a month.
A month,
After
yeah.
3 times a week.
No, 3 times a month. If can, I'll wash it too, right? Because we want to keep it clean and tidy and everything and so on. So in the end of the day, then we thought, why don't we make it even more a lifestyle approach rather than wellness approach?
Yeah.
So it's too many people are doing wellness, too many people. So why don't we do a lifestyle? Something for everyone. And if the next time I go into a corporate presentation or thing, I could easily ask people, instead of, the usual question we ask is, anybody exercising? Out of 3,000, 2 or 3 people pick up their hand. So now, if I go in as DayPass and tell them, is anybody exercising? Maybe 10 people will pick up their hand. Then I ask, who owns a car? At least half of them will pick up. So there is a benefit. Who owns a pet? You know, who does a haircut, except me, obviously, or who get a haircut in a monthly basis, who gets their nails done. Believe it or not, by end of the day, I could get everybody to say, if you have picked up your hand at least once, put your hand up, the whole room would be full.
Understand.
So meaning, we could have filled up a need-based service in an ecosystem of lifestyle services in one app.
Okay.
That's exactly what DayPass is all about.
Great. Now, we're going to pivot a little bit. We're going to talk more about yourself, about your stories, right? And you did mention earlier that you've heard so many no's. So how would you advise someone who wanted to try something out and overcoming that fear of rejection? How would you advise somebody?
Advice is actually a very big word, but I'll share what I did, right? I mean, when you want to try something, Richard, you need to be convinced about it.
You have to have conviction.
Yeah, you be convinced about it. It's not about convincing other people. You need to be absolutely sure this is what you want to do. And do not afraid to attempt it. If you have an idea, do it. If you have a suggestion, say it. And if you have a thought, expose it. If you don't do it, someone else will. I always live by this term that if you have an idea, you got an idea or the suggestion or something, it's because an experience somebody went through. We all are not somebody who can think of something out of a blue. We would have seen something and we thought, you know what, I can do better. We could have get something out of better. We all have life experience where I went through doing better. And if you think there's an idea or something that you think, hey, I could do better, this is how I could do better, let me share it to someone and experience it. And then again, if we don't do it, someone else will do. We can give so many experience examples in life where something you would have thought, I want to do it, few months down the line, somebody would have done it. So it's the same thing. And sometimes don't be afraid to attempt something similar, but do it better. There's many examples that I took in my life of going forward. Many founders, many business people, yes, they failed many times. They're only failing because they're attempting. You won't fail if you don't attempt. It depends on how you want to do. And there's a different kind of people can do it.
But how would you let that person feel to really overcome that fear? It's not that, because you've been telling is just do it, but how would you tell somebody to really overcome that fear, to remove that fear from the person's life maybe?
Well, if I'm having a conversation, example like now, right? If you're having a conversation, I'll obviously share a simple life experience like what we did. And nothing beats an experience of what has happened. A lot of people are out there giving hypothetical overthinking, just saying that, hey, you know, you could do this, you can fly to the moon, you know, kind of thing. There's a lot of oversays there. But what we can say is we share life experiences. This is what I've done. And I mean, truth to be told, we do discuss with many people about ups and downs in life. And I spoke to some people ups and downs in life. And it's about whether you want to take it
Yeah.
I can tell you, I can share with you, but the conviction is you.
Correct.
You need to take the challenge and move forward.
Yeah.
I'm sure, Richard, you would have met many people in your life that you would have shared great stuff, especially your journey and how you talk to people. Maybe a handful of them took their advice and took up the challenge.
Yes, they did.
Yeah.
Actually, many of them.
Many of them, right?
Yes.
But there's also a lot of people are still sitting on the couch and thinking,
Still
should I,
thinking.
shouldn't I, should I, shouldn't I? So there's only so much we can change
Yeah.
in people's
Correct.
perspective.
Yeah.
What's important is we have a genuine conversation and we share. And to be honest, the platform is so great now, where TikTok, YouTubes, and podcasts like this.
Yes.
I draw inspiration from podcasts, where it's very interesting. People share real life story.
Yes.
It's not cinema.
Relatable stories.
Relatable.
Right?
Sometimes when you sit down and have a chat, they'll just say, hey, you know what? I went through that. So it's just about whether you want to take next step action and how do you do it. So what you'll do in the conversation, you'll find something to say. If plan A failed, plan B is there. If plan B failed, how can I do better at plan C? The idea is whether you want to continue doing it.
Yeah.
There's only so much you can convince people, and most importantly, there's only so much you can encourage people.
Yeah.
It's your self-help, to be honest.
Yeah.
And like I said, you're probably one of the best examples who would have seen many, many people in this business. I hope that answers the questions, right?
Yes, of
Anyway,
course. I think at the end of the day, it's really up to that person whether to make that move or not.
That's right, yeah.
Because we can give 1,000 advice or 1,000 tips, but if the person doesn't take that action, they'll never move forward.
It's a choice.
Yes.
It's a choice. I mean, we can go on, sit down and chat with people. We can go on.
Yeah.
I mean, especially yourself, myself, I can actually sit down and chat and chat and chat, because that's so much we went through us and also through other people's experience. But whether other people want to make a difference, that's a different story altogether.
Great. And you did mention that you have been building a lot of things since the beginning. But what happens when you feel the growth that you hoped for didn't happen?
Well, there's always never enough.
Yeah.
It's never enough. If you make 1,000, you want to make, when you never hit a money, 10 ringgit is great. Then you have 10, you want 100, 1,000, 1,000. So there's never, success and income is infinite. We can't be satisfied. That's the truth about it, right? So to go back to your question, it's never enough. It's never satisfied. And we just want to make sure we keep doing what we want to do. And we try and try and try to achieve what is a stable ground, a satisfying ground. Myself is, to be honest, I mean, we had a couple of chats about how we do businesses and everything and so on. One of the things I think I shared with you is, this is where we at now.
Yes.
This is where I'm aiming. To get here, there's so much work to be done to get there.
For sure.
So in between that gap, there's always dissatisfaction, always not too happy with the progress. And yeah, it does slow down. It does slow down, especially when you're pivoting. A lot of people say you pivot, you pivot, you pivot.
Yeah.
But pivoting takes a handbrake. Pivoting takes you to stop. Pivoting takes you a reason to slow down and think and take a detour. Just like when you're driving on the road, you're looking at the map and the internet goes off.
And like Malaysian roads where they just
Left or
block
right.
the road.
You don't know, right?
Yes.
So you won't, especially the SPE highway. Have you tried the SPE highway?
Yes,
It's
I did.
nuts, man.
Yeah.
I mean, if you put the maps or Google or Waze and anything, the road, it's like noodles. And that's where there's a point the internet goes off. So it's a stall. You decide to, instead of speeding or go in the recommended speed, you actually will slow down.
Slow down.
You slow down to ensure you take the right path. Because while you're slowing down, you'll get a kind of a wisdom to see whether you're taking the right turn. Because if you think, oh, I'm doing great, I need to speed up things and so on, you'll be ending up in a different road, which actually takes a huge detour to come back. So yes, things slow down, Richard. Things slow down. COVID has taught us a great example of slowing down is always better than anything. So yes, it's slowed down. And how I take it is, it's in a way of a blessing to ensure I do the right thing.
So in relation to that, you're building this lifestyle app, and what do you think is the most underrated skill for founders, especially in the lines of what you guys are building today?
Patience.
Patience.
Patience. Don't rush it. To be honest, Richard, a lot of people, I mean, developers we work with, marketers we work with, some advisors we work with. One of the things they told us is, don't go too slow. Launch it. go fast, launch it. Use a script, launch it. Do this, launch it. You can always upgrade it later. You can upgrade it later. That's also why do you bother doing this? Go get a 9-to-5 job. That's some of the things. I mean, it's some things very challenging. Is people close to you are your biggest obstacle.
True.
Family, friends, and people in your close circle. Those are the people that actually pulls you down. So for me, as a founder of a business, of a great app and so on, and my co-founders, one thing we think, we only launch when we're ready, when we convince. Like I said earlier, conviction. You need to be convinced with your product, right? So there's always challenge, Richard. The challenge is there's always people pulling you down. There are people always rushing you down. There's always people thinking, why bother? Because creativity and entrepreneurship is an extreme, interesting journey. It's not for everyone.
It is not.
It's not for everyone, right?
100%.
Yeah. So you need to have the iron in you, like Mr. Lee Kuan Yew said before, right? You need to have the iron in you to govern. You need the iron in you to build. Building are not for everyone. Otherwise, everybody will be a founder. Everybody will be launching a rocket. Everybody will be printing Adidas and everything and so on. It's not for everyone. And the grit of getting it done is what you need. And secondly, if you're a founder with struggles, when I say struggles, is what every entrepreneur face, fundings. How do you get fundings? How do you speak to people about fundings? The objections, the rejections. People is always there. I'll give you an example. I don't want to name the CEO, right? If you want to know, this is a very personal story. We went for a few rounds of getting an early stage seed fundings and everything and so on, pre-revenue fund and angel investors. And I mean, I'm sure you heard these stories before, right? I'm sure every entrepreneur, every founder went through this story. But this is one of the funniest things that I heard, and I was very firm in my decision. I was very soft in conversation. I wanted to make sure I don't offend people sitting in front of me because I want them to invest. So sometimes you let go your usual stuff. So one of the last meetings I had in a fundraising.
Was this a closed session?
It was, something like a closed session, So I was introduced by somebody to this person. It was a former CEO of a huge company. A huge company. I don't want to mention name to be better and so on. So it's a huge company. It's something like a ride share, put it ride share or anything. So he was very interested in DayPass program. Extremely interested. He said, wow, this is something great. And I felt good because somebody who's such a big company, big enterprise is saying, this is great. Wow, what a thing. But I would like you to change your revenue model. So here's the challenge, right? They'll come to you, they say it's great and everything, and so your idea is good, but they try to stuck idea of theirs into you. They want you to change the way they think it works. It happens all the time in every entrepreneur's journey. So this person came and told me, you know what, Andrew, everything is great. I think I can give you more money than you look for because I do definitely see potential in it. But I want you to change your revenue stream. I want you to start charging commission. Then I explained, sir, but the whole story behind this is to ensure business owners keep 100% of their hard work. We are not trying to take away, I mean, that's what you think it work. But why I come up with this and my team come out with this, my co-founders come out with this concept is to ensure as a business owner, how they can stay relevant. Don't take a cut. We all know as an enterprising people how much it means to us.
Yes.
Why should we take, that's the only way it's going to work, this is how it's going to work, I won't invest kind of thing. I said, sir, I'm sorry, sir, in that case, I don't think we can take your investment because you're trying to change the whole dynamics of the business. That's not going to work. I think you guys are going to fail because commission is the way to go. So to be honest with you, this is what I told him, right? To be honest with you, if your concept would have worked, your company wouldn't have gone bust. It's a very famous company that came into Southeast Asia, which is doing very well across the world. But it failed in Southeast Asia because you failed to understand the economics of the Southeast Asian market.
The local markets.
Doesn't mean what works in the States works in UK or works in UK works in
this
Asia.
part of the world.
It doesn't, right? Culturally, economically, everything is different. So
many
it doesn't.
factors.
So I went to him and I said, I'm sorry, sir, if your business would have worked, you would have still be the CEO of that company, and they wouldn't have sold off their shares and moved on. So on that moment, Richard, I felt great because he had no answer for me after. He couldn't reply me. He couldn't counter me and say,
Yeah.
you know what, this is. No, he didn't. He stood there and he said, I think you'll do well.
Wow, that's a huge shift.
It's a shift, yeah. So but he didn't say much. He said, I think you'll do well because you're firm. And he rightfully pointed out my mistake. I said, but again, I'm saying my intention was not to point out a mistake.
Yeah.
My intention is to tell you what I think based on what we think, because we are not here to eat up on people's commission. That's not the intention. That's not the vision and mission, right? So that's about it, Richard.
Okay, so we've heard so many things about what you guys are building, what were the struggles. Then probably there's something that you're still trying to figure out until today. What would that be?
Well, are you talking in terms of life, business?
I think life in general, you're still trying to figure it out despite trying so many things, building so many things in the past. Probably there's still one thing that you're still trying to figure out. And what
To
would
be
that
honest, Richard, right? I don't know what satisfies me.
be?
Truth to be told.
Okay.
I mean, sacrifices has been made.
Yes.
Some uncomfortable conversation has been done. Some decision been made. It did not satisfy me, and oftentimes I sacrifice my interests more to the other party's interests. So, to answer your questions, that we don't know. None of us will know, right? None of us will know what is the ultimate we need. None of us will understand what will satisfy us. And it goes back to the analogy is when you earn 1,000 is enough, then the next 2,000, it's never enough. And I think this is a disease of every entrepreneur. It's never enough. It's what's next, what you want to do, what you're going to do.
Yeah.
And I'm afraid of falling flat. So I want to make sure that everything is perfect. I'm not a perfectionist, but I'm afraid of not doing it right. And very strongly, I remember, I'm not sure whether it's even right or wrong, but when we were going through coaching sessions and everything and so on, people asked me what is the difference between effective and efficient. Effective and efficient, some people ask me which is a better word, right? Everybody have their own interpretation and everything.
True.
So apparently effective is doing things right. Efficient is doing the right things right. So I choose efficient because I want to do something well and rightful. And because an innovation that we're creating, that means we took an idea and doing it better. We want to make sure it lands strong.
Yep.
It goes well. So I think that the moment DayPass goes extremely well, and people start saying, you know what, DayPass is what helping my business to go well, and ultimately the dollar cents, right? Where it comes to you and say, you have made it. Because the journey of building this is quite a turbulent one. But I think the nature or the ecosystem is actually working for us now, with things happening around in the market and everything and so on. We are basically trying to be, we are actually the better option. I think I'll be very satisfied when more people come and tell me, thank you for building DayPass. It actually changed the way I live my life. I think that's exactly the point. And so that's pretty much
great. I think from what I can say is probably having a bigger purpose to something what you're building will actually bring more satisfaction in life.
100%.
Yeah.
And plus, it's what you live, create. I mean, I'm a big fan of Tony Fernandez, right? Before Air Asia came to picture, less than 10% of Malaysian flew.
Yep.
Now, everybody would have taken a flight. I think even in this room or in this building, 90% of the people would have flown. That's because of a crazy idea, right? And he recently spoke in an interesting conversation too. He said that he saw an idea. He's a music man. He saw an idea where he can, people flying from here to there for 6 pounds, 8 pounds and everything. And so why can't we do that? And thankfully to him, most people took a flight, stepped onto it. And it's a visionary idea when people all thought crazy. He took a dying business and converted and everything and so on. And of course, he's smart. he got into some interesting investors and so. But is he satisfied? He's not. He's keep going on
Yeah,
and
let's
building
keep on
something.
building. Yep.
So that's like I said, it's a disease for entrepreneurs.
Entrepreneurs.
They always want to do something next. Richard Branson,
Mhm.
him, Tony, everyone, they're always trying something new to keep going around and everything
Yeah,
and so on.
that's true.
Anthony Tan from Grab, from My Taxi to Grab to GX Bank.
Mhm.
So there's always something to do. And to be honest, I have a bigger goal for DayPass.
Great.
And we will talk about it in a year
Yeah.
later, where how it went. We won't stop at where we at.
Of course.
It's obviously what we can add into to make it a simple lifestyle enabler.
Yep.
That's exactly the point. So I think whether by satisfied, maybe it's gonna fuel me more to do better, create better, and do better.
Great. And I hope DayPass Asia would be able to grow extensively across the region.
Thank you very much.
Right?
Yeah.
But thank you once again, Andrew, for being part of the show. And hopefully your stories would actually inspire others to also build great things. Okay?
Thank you very
and
much, Richard.
thanks for joining the show. So if you enjoyed this show, please be sure to subscribe or follow us or tag your friends online, whoever's actually felt inspired or felt relatable to whatever we have just discussed earlier. So this podcast is really about stories, underdog stories which are not often told. So with that, thank you once again for being part of the show. This is Richard Kerr of Never Been Told. We'll see you in the next one.